Hello, Aquarius. Welcome to this reading. I'm gonna straight away tell you this is not a love reading. If you're interested in those, I have love readings on my channel. Have a look. This is not a career reading, so I also have those on my channel. So have a look if you're interested. So what is this all about? What does this reading actually do? So I was thinking about how I can bring more value for you, or what I can do to give you even more like depth and insights into energy and everything, what's going on around you. And what I've noticed is that obviously all of us pay so much attention and care so much about relationships and love, which is normal because that's a very, very important part of our lives for most of the people. However, what I've noticed is that many of us lack this self-love and self-confidence. And how are you supposed to be in a happy and healthy relationship with someone else if you do not love yourself fully? So love needs to come from within. So I wanted to do this reading as a kind of like self-love, self-care, pampering session for you to discover your maybe hidden emotions, maybe something that you didn't pay that much attention to, and the universe is guiding you to maybe contemplate, meditate on it, think about it, maybe shift your perspective. That's something that you can work with to raise your vibration and align with your path even better. So do let me know, please do let me know in the comments below if you enjoy this, if it brings you any value, or if you would prefer something else. If you have any ideas what you would like to see, please let me know. I'm more than happy to consider all of the different options and bring you something that you would actually truly enjoy. Okay, so let's get started. We have different cards with different meanings here. This is like an overall energy in which you are, or in which you which you may have to like attain in order to move forward. This is the root cause of it. This is what needs to go, what no longer serves you, what you need to learn throughout this time. And the time period is August and September. And then why this is all happening, what's the reason for it, what's behind it. And then I have one oracle card for you, and then I'll give you one affirmation card at the end as well. Okay, let me just sip my tea and let's get started. Let's see what we have here. Okay, so first card, we have the King of Cups. Beautiful cards, by the way, and I often feel them and interpret them quite intuitively, so it may not, like my description may not match the traditional tarot description that you may know. Okay, so what I'm feeling here, Aquarius, is that you are, for some of you, that's what has happened. For some of you, that's what needs to happen during this time period. But what I feel like is that you've matured emotionally so much. I feel like that there was a time of growth recently for you if it comes to your emotional maturity. You've learned so much knowledge. I feel like you're finally able to like understand why you feel the way you feel, and look, it seems like he's controlling this wave. I feel like you are able to control your emotions. So if you've ever had issues with that, and if you struggled with being overwhelmed emotionally, I feel like you've learned, or you're learning how to manage that, how to approach your emotional health from different perspective, and how to be most mature about it. There's a lot of like wisdom and understanding here, and I feel like, I mean, you don't become a King of Cups without past experiences that make you so mature. So that's what I was saying about the learning period. I feel like you went through different experiences that, took you in different places emotionally. So I feel like there was a time period when you've struggled with your emotions. Maybe you were overwhelmed, maybe you were angry or sad or depressed, or there was like you couldn't understand why you feel the way you feel. And if you work through that, you go further steps forward and you become more and more aware and comfortable with the way you feel and with the way you experience world. And I feel like you went through so much that now you are very, very comfortable with who you are on a, deeper level. This is beautiful. And if you're not yet there, if you're not there yet, sorry, then you are on a path to this. And this time, those 2 months could be a really good time for you to focus on your emotional health and on kind of like working through the things that you maybe weren't ready to work through before. It's time to kind of like, become this very mature person who knows that, sometimes we're gonna feel the way that we maybe don't want to feel, but this is normal and you're able to control it, and you don't enable your emotions to take over. And that's what's the most important. King of Cups is a person who is able to control the way they feel, and it's able to control how they appear and what they show on the outside. So even if you're like super overwhelmed on the inside, you don't just go to like panic mode. You're able to work through that and to keep yourself relatively calm in this situation. Okay, so let's have a look at why this is happening. What's the root cause of it? And we do have a world. As I said before, big learning, big lesson that is ending. And it's ending because you are gaining this level of mastery that was needed to be acquired by you. So you went through so many lessons, and you took all of that knowledge, for yourself, and you made it your wisdom, and now you just feel very confident and you feel like you can handle it. You are ready for something new, for something fresh. This is a time where you're stepping into a new power. You're stepping into something new, something fresh, where maybe, you're good in that area, but maybe now spirituality needs to be discovered. Maybe there's another aspect of you that you haven't really worked on because you focus on this, which is correct. But now this chapter is closing. You've learned what you had to learn, and now it's time to move on to something else. Maybe it's time to just, enjoy your life and just do what you like and see, what sparks joy and what you want to explore more. I feel like you've done an amazing job, and it was a very challenging time with a lot of growth for you, and you went through that swimmingly. Like, honestly, you became a different person. You at the beginning of this journey comparing to you now is like two different people. That's what I'm feeling. Okay, so let's have a look at what you need to let go of, what no longer serves you. Okay, we do have 4 of Swords. So I'm feeling that on this path where you're, exploring your emotional side and working through that, there was a lot of, going within. a lot of quiet time, a lot of time alone to discover your true self, your true emotions, and to dig really deep and to heal from that, and find this, understand those feelings, and heal from those. And I feel like you are already there. You've gained whatever you wanted to gain, you've learned whatever you needed to learn. You don't have to focus on your inner, you don't have to go so much in depth and inside, and you don't have to focus on yourself so much anymore. I feel like now is the time for you to enjoy the outside world, the physical world. I think it's time for you to just truly, be happy and share that experience with others. So the time of you being, just focus on yourself, and on your emotions. Obviously, you still need to, like, we all need to be aware of how we feel and act accordingly, but that's not your main focus anymore. Like, it's done. I know that it's easy to, like, get used to it, but this journey is complete, and now it's time to, like, share this, higher vibration and positive energy and this emotional maturity. You're gonna approach things from different perspective now because you're a different person. So when you go out there and start living your life, it won't be the same as it was some time ago when you started working on this, but you were still in completely different energy. So the universe is telling you that it's good that you did all of this work and healing, and you went deep inside to understand yourself fully. But now it's time to release all of that, release all of that, what I wanted to say. You need to approach it from a little bit lighter perspective. There is no longer so much work involved, and you should just kind of, enjoy your life. The energy is no longer that heavy. There's no need for you to focus so much of your energy still inwardly, because you've done all of those work. Everything is okay there. Now you can just give that energy and start to experience world, because I feel like you could have been quite, closed off during that time, working on yourself, being focused on yourself, not on anything else. And now you just need to go out to the world and, live your life through those new eyes. Because it's gonna feel different. The world's gonna feel different because you're in a different state of mind now. Let's see what you need to learn. Okay, we do have 7 of Cups here. So that's what I was talking about. It's integrating different aspects back into your life. So you see here, there are different things. You've got some money here, you've got love here, you've got yourself here. What else is there? This is some kind of a person. There are different aspects of your life that I feel like you kept separate and you put aside. As you can see, they're like in those bubbles, and that's the same message that you see here. You need to bring those bubbles back into your life. You need to walk through all of those. Maybe it's time to experience love if you're single, and if you took time to discover yourself. Maybe now it's time to give to others. If you want to be in relationships, that could be a good time to put yourself out there. Now you bring the focus back on your outside environment, which could be also career, the way you are in the outside world with other people, your appearance, you know, and everything, which is not internal, basically. So you need to shift your perspective from, you know, internal energy to noticing and participating in the external energy. So what's around you. You cannot oh, I cannot say that word. Uh, but basically, you cannot put everything in different boxes and shove it aside. Now you need to integrate all of that back into your life. And let's have a look at why is this happening? What's the point of it? You know, what's the goal of it? We do have 4 of wands. So the goal of it is to be able to create a life for yourself where you're truly happy. And this is like a stepping stone. It's the foundation of your life, and of everything that is gonna, you know, happen in the future. So you build this very, very stable foundation, and you're very stable emotionally. And because of that, you are able now to create a life for yourself where you're very happy, because you have very healthy approach to life, and you know how you feel, you know what you want, you know what makes you fulfilled and happy, and you know that, you know, it's possible to get it. And I feel like this brings you a lot of also calm and like happiness, that you accept your emotions and you accept yourself fully, and you don't give your energy, and you don't give the control also of yourself to your emotions. You don't get overwhelmed. You're able to be, you know, be yourself and be able to make decisions about your life, that come from this very like confident and calm and stable energy. So this is like the foundations of the life that you're building for yourself. So all of this was for you to make you ready to build your life the way you want to, and be ready to see and receive, to see the life in a way, you know, that you're supposed to, that you feel very comfortable with, and you feel this fulfillment and this, you know, emotional happiness within you, basically. Beautiful reading. And let's have a look at your oracle card. We do have a child card here, which ties in very well with what I was just saying. So the card child wants you to notice how children perceive world. So the way you see the world now, after all of those experiences that you went through that possibly were not, you know, the easiest, you see things in a completely different way than a, you know, few-year-old child would do. And what the universe is asking you to do it, and, you know, with this world here, it's the end of the cycle for you to look at the world with like different, fresh perspective. And that's also what you will be doing, because you went through so much and you're a different person now. You see everything differently, but also you're beginning a new journey. So this is ending. It's time for a new beginning, you know, the full energy. So that's kind of like looking at life with just this lightness and happiness, and you don't think, you know, that people want the worst, or, you know, the intentions that people have are bad. Usually kids enjoy the surroundings, enjoy the people, enjoy everything what they have around themselves. They can see things in a completely different light, and you need to get your like curiosity about the world back. You need to start seeing, you know, relationships and career from different perspective, and your connections with people. You need to approach it from like, you know, you're excited, you're curious, you want to learn, you want to explore, you want to try new things, you want to, you know, be this person who is willing and is happy to fully live their life, you know, and take everything from it. And is not afraid to, you know, maybe have different approach to life, or, you know, see things differently than your friends or family, because that card just tells you that you need to be yourself and see things like, don't go back to being the person that you were before. Basically, embrace this new energy that you have, and go even deeper into that new energy, and just, you know, try to get out as much as you can out of this. And there's like a lot of, I feel like, this urgency also to kind of like try new things and do the things that you would never do before, and see how you feel about it. Okay, so this is it, and now I want to give you an affirmation card. So I wanted to leave you with something tangible that you can, you know, work on during this time, because this is supposed to help us. So the spread is one thing, but also during this time period, I want to give you a card that, you know, may pertain to your health, spirituality, abundance, love, self-love. That's the area that universe is kind of asking you to embrace more fully and be more confident in, because there might be some lack on your side there. So what you can do with those, you can write the sentence that I'm going to give you in your journal, and, you know, journal about it. You can say the sentence out loud every day, to kind of, you know, affirm this message, or you can think about it during this time. You can meditate on it, whatever you want to do with it. If you don't want to do anything with it, you can just leave it. But I wanted to give you something, you know, that will bring even more value. Okay, so let's see what's the affirmation card for Aquarius. Okay. Your card is, I am totally in charge of my life now. This is absolutely true. And this is everything what we're telling you, like what I was telling you here. Things have changed. You're shifted. You're matured. You're ready to embrace your life. You want to, you know, take action. And what it says at the back, the moment I say positive affirmations, I step out of the victim role. I am no longer helpless. I acknowledge my own power. Oh my god, that's what you've done. That's what you've done. You're King of Cups now. You're mature, you're ready. You grew out of those experiences that, when I said, were, you know, not necessarily very good. You went through a lot, but you reached the top. You've learned your lessons there. You are in charge of your life now, and that is absolutely fabulous. Beautiful reading, Aquarius. Beautiful reading. Please let me know in the comments below what your thoughts on this reading are. I want to know if you enjoyed it or not. If you have any other ideas, let me know. There are also love and career readings on my channel, so have a look if you're interested in those. And if not, thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you next time. Bye!